Somewhere deep inside a dark lab in Mountain View, a fully assembled Pixel 2 is being put through its paces. The Google Pixel is the best phone for Android purists, but it starts to look dated next to more powerful and sexier phones like Galaxy S8. The upcoming Google Pixel 2, however, could give Samsung, LG and Apple a run for their flagship money. The design of Google Pixel 2 is obviously critical, particularly as Samsung has redefined the smartphone niche with the wraparound Galaxy S8. Based on a June report from XDA developers, the larger of the two new Pixel 2 phones will sport a 5.9-inch OLED display with 1440p resolution. The smaller device will reportedly feature 4.97-inch screen, essentially the same size as the 5-inch Pixel that's currently available. Interestingly, the site claims that only the larger Pixel 2 will have narrower bezels, which seems odd, though it could be that Google is looking to differentiate its two phones. According to an April report from Korean outlet ET News, Google is looking to secure access to flexible OLED technology from LG Display, which could give Pixel 2 a sleek curved screen that brings it up to the speed of Galaxy S8. XDA developers say that the back of the Pixel 2 will be similar to last year's model with two-tone glass and metal finish. We are not a fan of that look. However, apparently the glass window is located near the top of the device and will no longer include the fingerprint scanner. According to a new report from Android Headlines, Google is once again taking a colorful approach to its Pixel 2 design. The report says that Google is planning to use unconventional colors in the handset. In its report on leaked Pixel 2 image, Android Police said that the new phone will have squeezable sides for controlling Google Assistant. That's similar to a feature HTC introduced in the HTC U11 this year. A report from /Gear notes that the next wave of Pixel phones will sport Qualcomm's MSM 8, 9 and 5 chipset, which is Snapdragon 835 platform. We have already seen how fast the Galaxy S8 can be, and it's no surprise that Google's flagship will feature the same processor. The XDA developers reports seems to confirm that Snapdragon 835 CPU will be on board along with 4GB of RAM. The camera on Pixel is already one of the best we have ever used. But with Samsung and LG stepping up their game this year, there's definitely room for improvement. Like Samsung and Apple, Google works most of its magic behind the scenes, and we fully expect the Pixel 2 to take its awesome image processing to the next level. Google has already teased incredible results from its experimental nighttime photographic techniques. But not much is known about the cameras on Pixel 2 phones, but XDA developers reports that it will be a single lens instead of two. That means you shouldn't expect features like true optical zoom or portrait mode that blurs out the background, which the iPhone 7 Plus offers. The OnePlus 5 also features a dual lens camera setup on the back. When it comes to storage, XDA developers says the larger Pixel 2 model could offer 128GB of room while the smaller may have 64GB. It's unclear if those will be only choices or if other configurations will be available. 3000 and 3500 mAh battery options will be available with fast charging, with IP68 dust and water resistance up to 5 feet will be included in Pixel 2. USB Type-C dual speakers and the dissolution of 3.5mm headphone jack are also predicted, which is backed by XDA developers and 9to5 Google reports. The original Pixel and Pixel XL have great batteries and still are among long-lasting phones that you can buy, but we would still like the Pixel 2 to push it little further. An earlier report from 9to5 Google said that Google will offer a low-cost Pixel 2 aimed at the masses, but the Google's Australos seemed to refute when he noted that company has no plans to make it less expensive, stating that Pixel stays premium. The replacement of Pixel XL could command a higher premium than today's model, says TechRadar, which currently starts at $769. The entry-level Pixel cost $649. The Pixel 2 series may launch with Android 8.1, a version that may remain exclusive to phones for a couple of months. The final release of Android 8.1 is expected in August, so it makes sense for the first maintenance release, version 8.1, to ship with new pixels. That strategy allowed Google to roll out some great new features for all phones running Android 7 while keeping some exclusive features for Pixels, which ran Android 7.1. At the same time, Google's excellent Pixel launcher remains unique to the lineup, as does the Project Fi support, which could fall over the phones too. We know the Pixel 2 will come out in 2017. Rick Osterloh, VP of Hardware at Google, confirmed it in an interview at this Mobile World Congress. He didn't explain exactly when, but guaranteed it, stating, "You can count on a successor this year, even if you don't hear a date from me." The original Google Pixel and the Pixel XL were released in October, so it's reasonable to expect that the sequels will arrive around the same time. This would also give Google a little bit of a buffer between the launch of its new device and the much anticipated iPhone 8. This was a preview for Google Pixel 2. Thank you for watching this video. Please do hit the like button if you like it, comment your thoughts below, and feel free to share this video with your friends. And for more cool stuff like this, subscribe to Stuffbox and just stay tuned. Esling.